This is the plaintiff, Melissa Fuller. She says she bought a Jeep from the defendant and the guy sold her a defective car with VIN numbers that don't match the title, and she wants her money back. The defendant's running a scam car business. Even the cops say he's fishy, and she's here suing for the $3,295 she's owed. This is the defendant, Booker T. Edwards III. He says the plaintiff's car was stolen from her, and out of the goodness of his heart, he got the thing out of the police impound for her when he located it. The plaintiff then demanded he fix the car, which was now damaged. And when he told her he would have to charge her for that, she went crazy on him. He couldn't believe it. He doesn't know why the plaintiff feels so entitled, but it's not his problem because he owes her nothing. He's accused of being a Film-Flam-Car-Man. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $199.52 for tow and impound fees.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant sold her a car where the VIN number didn't match the title. But the defendant says he did her a favor when her car got stolen, so go pound sand. It's the case of Jeepers Creepers.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ms. Fuller.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
All right, so April 3rd, you buy a '04 Jeep Liberty from the defendant's company, which is BT&D. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're the owner? How much did you pay for it?
I put down $800 leasing.
So you're leasing it, you're supposed to make $250 monthly payments, and the total was gonna be $3,100.
Yes.
Well, how is the total $3,100 if you were leasing it? Was she gonna own it at the end?
It was buy here, pay here.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, so you were going to own it at the end of the
Yes.
3,100. All right. 6 days later, what happens?
It got stolen. Well, I called him. I told him, you know, I was having a problem with my wheel at the bottom of the U-joint. He said he had something about some auction to go to. I was assuming he was going to come the next day and pick it up. The next day I woke up, it was gone. I looked out the window, it was gone. Called the police to make the police report. They came to my house. We was trying to make it, but I forgot I didn't never get all the paperwork. All the paperwork from when we first got was just a as-is paper. So I didn't have the paperwork, so that mean I got to go back to him and get all the paperwork. So they left.
Wait a minute. Did he never give you the paperwork or you lost it?
I never got it, period. It was just the as-is.
What did you have for the title? How were you planning on registering it?
I had to go back and get it.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were a dealership, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
don't
Your
you
Honor.
register the car in her name when she walks out the door?
Yeah, I get registration, paperwork. She had all the same paperwork I had. I do have a copy of each
So
paperwork.
the car, when she left with the car, it was
Right.
registered in her name with a lien in the favor of your company.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
Right.
All right, so when does she get the title?
As soon as she paid the tax and title, and I go to the BMV, give the BMV their money, they turn the title over into her name, which they
And when was that? If, in a perfect world, if her car had not been stolen, when would that have happened?
Well, usually on the contract, it tell them within 30 days you have to pay your tax and title. And once that tax and title is paid, she fill out the back of the title. I go pay the BMV. They give me a memorandum title.
So technically speaking, it was still in your name when it got stolen.
Right.
All right. So what ends up happening is the car's stolen.
The car was stolen after that. Like, and I told him about that. Like I said, that night it got stolen. I parked it right away, but that night it got stolen. So that happened. I called him, told him that, but then when I woke up the next morning, my car was gone. So I had to call the police to make the police report. But then that's when all the other situation happened.
Which is what? What happened?
They found the vehicle the very next day. I guess down there, I forgot. It was off 79 somewhere.
And your car gets taken to
impound,
the
but I didn't know it was in the impound the whole time because I don't know if they had my information or not. But
so they tell you you can't get the car out of
I can't get it because I
impound.
don't have the right information.
So then you go to him or you
I called him right away, tell him. He said, okay, I'm gonna go down there. I got you. 2 days passed. He didn't get it to that Friday. He got it. Finally got. I had to call him that morning. He said, I'm going to get your car today. Okay, so I think I called him that afternoon. Said, what's the status? He said, yeah, I got it now. You come down here and look at it. Had my boyfriend take me down there right away to go look at it. So, like when I seen the U-joint was hanging, I guess it was all the way broken now.
It's a university joint. It's where you steer the car. It also have an axle and a drive shaft.
So
that's hooked to the
apparently,
U-joint.
what the thieves that went joyriding or doing whatever with her car, we don't know.
And they damaged the vehicle.
Somehow damaged the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
How would that get damaged?
Well,
Hitting
actually,
something?
Well, pretty much, it's a four-wheel drive Jeep. So pretty much they was steering it too hard or whatever. They ran over something and knocked the drive shaft out as well as the U-joint.
That's damage, and then?
And then just the back side window and just the column was spilled.
Okay, so not terribly bad under the circumstances. So then what do you do?
So like I said, I came down there right away to see it. So I told them, okay, we gonna worry about it. You know, I'm worried about the U-joint so I can get to driving again. So I asked them, you know, well, how much did it cost to get that fixed? I'll let you know by the end of the day. I'll give you a call later. Okay, thank you. We end up leaving. No call that day. Again, 2 more days passed. So it was a Monday by then. I called them again. I said, well, it's been a couple of days. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to see how much the part costs so I can come get the money. I'm missing out on everything. So he like, it's $120. I said, okay, I can come bring it right now. I think I got $110. Can I come bring it right now? He said, yeah, I'll bring it right down there right away. So again, I get in there in his office. I give him the money. He get to talking and shake my head, talking about, yeah, I got you. I told you I got you, and this and this and that. I said, okay, but I'm asking him, when can I expect it to be done, though? You know what I'm saying? Is that a problem with me asking that? And it's like,
apparently
right after
it was because he snapped.
Yeah, right after that, though, it snapped. It's like he was sitting in the chair. He like, who the f you talking to? My head went back like this. So I just got salty, too. Like, I'm trying to see when my truck gonna be done. Then he talking about, so it's just all on me. It's just all on me. I said, dude, what the f is you talking about? I said, what is all on you? Okay. I said, you told me to come down here with this money. You've been procrastinating about I came with the money. I gave it to you. What is all on you? Then he like, you know what? You know what? You can just get the f out of my office. You can leave right now. How about that? Get out of my office. I said, I don't give a f. I don't care. I left. He gave my money back and I left. Like,
wow.
I don't care. Like,
why don't the two of you have a little chamomile tea and calm down? So from your perspective, how did that little conversation go?
Well, pretty much what it was, she called me, and she told me that the vehicle was in the impound. She called me on like a Tuesday or something.
Well, but she called you before. Did she call you before that to tell you it had gotten stolen?
Yeah, she did call and explain to me that it got stolen. Like I said, the police came down, got all the police reports. A couple of days after that, they found the vehicle. With that being said...
Now, who's insuring the vehicle during this time?
It should be her. It's her vehicle.
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
And with that being said, she did call me and says, hey, they found the vehicle. The following day, I go down to get the vehicle. They charged me $134 to get the vehicle out. I got the vehicle out. I gave her a call.
And the reason, okay, to recap, the reason you have to go get the vehicle is because you have allowed your client to drive the car before paying the tax and title.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Well, then why can't she get the vehicle out?
She could have got the vehicle. All she had to produce was her registration and her purchase agreement. So
then why didn't you tell her, come and get a copy of go get a copy of your registration?
She was supposed to have all that.
I know. So why do you get the car out of impound?
Well, the reason why, because it's firmly clear that she didn't have the money. Because if she went down there to get her vehicle, there's no problem why she wouldn't have it. So with that being said, Your Honor, I went down and got the vehicle.
Yeah, but why? Why is the dealership getting the vehicle? Why don't you just let it be her problem?
Well, actually, she still owed money on this vehicle. So if we let it sit in there for 3-4 weeks, then it's still going to be on me if she can't afford it anyway.
Yeah.
So I went and got the vehicle out. I called her immediately and explained to her what was going on with the vehicle. I told the vehicle, brought it back to my shop, called her immediately. She came, took a look at the vehicle. She says, hey, whatever it's cost, I'll fix it. You know, just let me know what it is. So in the process of me getting the vehicle, we got things going on. So I said, well, look, I'll give you a call tomorrow. We'll find out what it is. Because I'm really not a mechanic. I know mechanics, but I have mechanics on duty. So we found out it was a U-joint and the steering column was popped. So I called her and explained to her that the U-joint was gone. So she says, well, look, I got to have my vehicle, this, that, and the other. So I said, look, this is what we can do. You can give me the money for the part of the U-joint, because she kept saying, I really don't have no whole lot of money to fix this vehicle. So I says, hey, you can come down, just get the part for the U-joint, and we'll have the mechanics fix it, and we'll tack whatever it is that you owe for the labor and the tow. And the $134, because actually, technically, I wasn't charging her for the tow.
Right. Exactly, and that was your right.
You need to slow down.
Right.
Go ahead.
Technically, I wasn't charging her for the tow. So when she came in with the $110. I said, well, okay, we'll get you going probably in a couple days because we got a transmission job. We got things going on in the shop. So she says, a couple days?
That's the moment. That's the moment where the lawsuit was born. That's when everything went down.
So I said, well, I'm trying to help you fix your vehicle.
So she says a couple of days to the man who pulled the car out of impound for her, paid the $134, and just told her he'd fix her car for just the cost of the parts and she could pay the labor later.
Labor and the $134 later.
Couple of days, you didn't like her tone.
Well, I mean, actually, technically by me doing what I was doing for her, and then she made that statement, I said, what you want me to do? I said, we're not going to stop them from doing what they're doing. We'll have it to you in a couple of days. And when she got to saying what she's saying, I said, look, take your money and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because
now, where's the truck? Where's the Jeep right now? It's on your property.
Actually, I kept towing it back and forth. She had no problem with fixing it. The car's in the scrapyard.
Why is it in the scrapyard?
Because it's no longer, once they tore the vehicle up, she's saying there wasn't a whole lot of problems. It would have cost me like $1,500 to fix that steering column and do all the things.
So you're no longer in a position to tell her go pick up her car?
No. It's no longer her car because she hasn't made a payment since all of this incident. She just put a down deposit in, so she felt the need to say, I'm not paying on the car no more. I'm not going to pay you any of your money. So, I mean...
Right, but you had sold it to her for $3,100.
I sold it for $3,100, right.
And then you took it upon yourself to scrap it instead of holding it for this lawsuit, so for us to work it out?
Well, actually, I never knew the lawsuit was coming way after that. But technically,
I'm sorry, this isn't even 60 days after she bought the car. So it's not like you gave this a lot of time.
If I just showed you my lot...
But now you have a problem I didn't realize you had.
Okay.
You don't have a car to give back to her. I was laughing at her saying, why would she get her money back when, there's still, she'd go pick up your car, make your payments, and, like the rest of us have.
I got several vehicles, Your Honor, but if you'd like to, I can show you my lot. I
don't want to see your lot, I want to see her car that you're telling her she can't get money back on because it's her car, come pick up your car, but now you're telling me she can't come pick up your car.
So what's more reliable, buying from a private person or buying from a used car dealer?
Neither one. I would buy from an authorized dealer. They sell used cars as well.
Okay, but if you have to choose between the two, who's old enough to drive? I need to know. Okay, used car dealer or private person?
Used car dealer.
Because?
There's record of when you bought it and the actual car that came in.
That's actually a good point, going inside the courtroom.
Here's the way this was about to happen literally 45 seconds ago.
Right.
I was going to tell her, go pick up that car. It's yours. He doesn't want to fix it for you. Now you pay full price somewhere else. And now shame on you. So you got to tow it, and you got to go pay full price, and you got to do all this stuff.
Well, why would she get my car if she haven't paid the balance, Your Honor?
Yeah, but now I got to decide what's happening with that $800.
Okay, well, this is pretty much what it is, Your Honor. Usually what it is, anytime that I repo a car, if they get one payment...
But there are laws about repoing the car. Show me all the paperwork that you did in compliance with your laws in Ohio to repo the car. You didn't do a formal repo, did you?
No.
Right. So we ain't talking repo.
Okay.
We are talking, you took her car and scrapped it, and now she wants her $800 back.
Well, how could it be her car if she hasn't paid for it?
Okay, we're going in circles.
Right.
Right. She would have to pay you. What I was gonna say to her is you gotta pay him the $134, you've gotta pay your back payments, go pick up your car.
Right.
But that's not, we can't do that because you put us in a position where we can't.
Right.
And you put us in this position because you didn't even go through formal repossession because she hadn't paid tax and title, so it was still in your name, so you could do whatever the heck you want with it. You could have sold it again to somebody else. So
I gave
now,
her several opportunities to come make a payment. When she came with her
fine,
mother...
did you show me your repossession papers?
I explained to her that you can come make a payment.
Show me your repossession paper. You didn't do
I have a security agreement, which...
Okay. Show me your repossession. Show me how you complied with Ohio law to do a repossession. Okay. This was very informal on your part. Admit it.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So now I'm going to do an informal ruling too.
Okay.
Just as informal.
Right.
Right? So everybody stop talking.
Right.
Because I'm having an awful hard time thinking that a car that on day one was worth $3,100.
Right.
And on day two needs $120 to get fixed, got scrapped. I'm pretty sure that car got sold because you're not an idiot and you wouldn't scrap a car worth, so either it was a piece of junk when you sold it to her at $3,100 or you're lying about what ended up happening with the car. It didn't get scrapped. So here's what's gonna happen. There's $800 that you paid him.
Yes.
But from that $800, I'm gonna deduct because stuff happened that is on you. even though, you know, you didn't steal your own car. It happened in your care, okay? So the 120, because that's the only evidence I have of what it costs to fix, is going to get deducted from the 800. The 134, which is always what we talked about until this morning when he added a tow fee for a tow truck he has, the 134 of impound fee is also something that's on you. I'm going to deduct those two figures, and I'm going to order him to return the rest. So I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiff, not in this ridiculous, oh, but she wants $2,500 for lost wages. How do you figure? You're out of your mind. You would have had a Jeep, and everything would have been fine if you'd just been a tiny bit nicer. But because he got rid of it, and you can't just go, I can't just order you to pick up the Jeep and continue your payments and pay him the impound fee, I am deeming that he undid the sale of this car. And I am going to order him to return the monies minus the stuff that's on you. That's minus the 134 impound fee and minus the 120, because whatever broke is also in your care. That means I'm ordering him to pay you $546. Verdict for the plaintiff. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, taking a break. When we come back, Doug's in the hallway with the litigants.
Well, the plaintiff is going to get some money back. Mr. Edwards, you know, that was very interesting. Just step over here,
yes,
sir. You just said, thank you, Your Honor, when she said you got to pay her $546 back.
Yes, sir. Well, there's pretty much nothing I could do. I mean, I tried to work it out with her. I'm glad she got something for the vehicle.
The judge believes you sold the car. Again.
Right.
Did you?
No. The car was scrapped because I had to keep moving it back and forth on the tow truck. Yeah. And then they wrote me a ticket the first night it stood out there. So I ended up getting rid of the vehicle.
So you junked it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got to give her money back, some of it.
No problem.
Good enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome. Okay. Ms. Fuller, I can't imagine what it must have been like to have the car stolen the first night you had it.
No, it wasn't the first night. It was just like a week later, like
a week
6
later.
days
Even
later.
then,
Yeah.
that's a terrible thing to have to go through.
Yeah, it is, right.
So what are you going to do now? You're going to get, you know, almost $600 back. $546.
Get my money back and keep it moving. Just don't go back to him.
You have a car now?
Not yet.
You're going to go get another one. You're going to have to do so. Okay, well, good luck to you. Maybe you learned something from this old experience.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck to you.
Thank
All
you.
Right. Thank you very much. Okay. Harvey?
Reason it's good to go to a used car dealer or an auto repair shop that's licensed is that there is oversight when somebody has to get a license, and usually it makes them more on the up and up.